universe is a simple place. Vast areas of space are devoid of anything. However, as it evolved over billions of years, it became extremely complex. A massive explosion began the expansion of the cosmos some 15 billion years ago. This explosion is known as the Big Bang. The universe expanded at an unfathomable rate in a few millionths of a second. Some recognized subatomic particles and fundamental forces resulted from this expansion. The universe then cooled dramatically, to approximately 1 billion degrees Celsius, allowing energy, and then matter, to appear. The first hydrogen and helium atoms created far later, as the temperature dropped to a cool 1650 degrees. This gradual expansion dispersed more complicated atoms and other substances throughout the universe. The small particles drifted apart, like a dense puff of smoke, but not consistently. Those small variations in distance lay the stage for gravity, resulting in something extremely complicated, from something very simple. Cosmologists assume that the first stars appeared roughly 250 million years after the Big Bang, followed by the first galaxies. As new stars were being born and dying, then things like asteroids, comets, planets, and black holes formed. The story of our solar system starts about 4.6 billion years ago, with a wispy cloud of stellar dust. The cloud collapsed at some time, presumably as a result of the shockwave from a nearby exploding star. The genesis of our solar system is as interesting as the countless celestial bodies that are our neighbors in space. To understand the terms, we must break them down into simple terms, but we do know that the early history of the solar system and the universe was one of great bodies of gas and clouds of matter, eventually cooling and heating, exploding and spinning off stars and other massive space giants, that became more stars, galaxies, and solar systems. Our Sun separated from the gases as a result of this chaotic activity, carrying with it the material that became our solar system. Even though the Sun gobbled up more than 99% of all the stuff, there was still some material left over. The Sun's gravity grabbed enough matter for it to begin the process of creating, cooling, exploding, and separating. This is what happened as the planets all went through the similar process of establishing stable orbits, and tiny debris coming into orbit around them. Apart from the planets we know about, there are many additional things floating around in our solar system. In addition to the planets, there are 165 moons orbiting those 8 planets, which is a fascinating fact. Some of the moons are so advanced that some scientists believe they may have sustained life at one time. Aside from these larger bodies, there is an asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, from which the majority of the asteroids seen in our night sky originate. There is another belt of large objects further out, known as the Kuiper belt, as well as a bubble in space known as the heliopause, and a hypothesized additional belt outside the known solar system, called the Oort belt, that we believe is the origin of many huge asteroids and comets that frequent our solar system and come to orbit our Sun. In our literature and arts, the planets of our solar system have taken on personalities and mythical appeal. It is simple to find artists who depict their vision of the planets that comprise our solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all named after gods from Greek and Roman mythology. However, the solar system is made up of more than just these planets. It is certainly a hive of activity. We have come a long way from the mystical beginnings of cosmology and the origins of the cosmos. We have been able to develop concrete explanations for some of the answers we earlier labeled hypotheses, thanks to modern scientific understandings. When you consider how strong and out of control this process is, it's remarkable to take a step back and appreciate the beauty of our solar system's current organization. The more you understand about the history of our solar system, the more you will enjoy your telescope studies of the planets. That is part of the excitement of astronomy.